just go ahead and connect. There we are. Hello everyone. I'm just gonna kind of late to do this, but I never do click all modes, all maps in the menu. But it looks like today I am. We're playing on Feo Fortress. Oh wow. So this is a custom game, so the HUD is off and everything, so this should be really interesting. And I bet I'm gonna be really garbage. But let's just see what happens. Because whoever's made this custom game made it where it's no HUD or anything of the sort. Ah, so we found a game that has no players. Let's try this again. So if you guys saw earlier, I started one that was like, what's it called? I started a stream that was a fail because I was trying to figure out the server. Okay, so it is such a good game. But yeah, this is my first attempt at a live stream. I was gonna like make a big video saying I'm gonna be live streaming everybody, but I was like, I'm gonna just try it for the first time, see what happens. But yeah, as you guys can see, I got my, well, not anymore, but you can see I have my channel logo as my emblem in Battlefield 1. I really hope this isn't laggy, everybody. I really hope it's not. But we're just gonna not join a squad, I guess. What is up with today? Everybody's playing team deathmatch. That's funny. I usually don't play team deathmatch at all, so this ought to be interesting. I usually just play some conquest. So this will certainly be very interesting. Hang on. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that was very sad, honestly. I just kind of went out there a bit too fast. I'm just gonna finish this match, and maybe we can play some conquest after that. You know, we'll see. You know. So I hope you guys can hear me and everything, because this is, after all, my first stream. Not really used to doing live streams, but here I am. But yeah, this is the game that I'm best at, but if I start recording, guys, kid you not, every time I start recording, and I'm not trying to make an excuse, but every time I start recording, it always jacks out for some reason. Like, I'm always, like, kind of garbage at the game. Like there, my aim was totally off, and now I'm mad at myself. But yeah, it's later during the day where I'm at. So maybe if there's any viewers, either there's some American friends who are staying up late, or they're from Europe. So if you're European, maybe you're in a different time zone. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about time zones. Maybe I'm just completely wrong. But hello, whoever you are. I'm very glad that you're here. So as you guys saw, my channel kind of like, I quit posting for a little while. Oh dear, this is a small map because I'm playing deathmatch. But but what's it called? My channel, I quit posting for like a month. I posted one on April 4th, but that was because that was my channel anniversary, so it was sort of like a happy birthday to my channel. I started my channel during quarantine because I got really bored, and I'd always wanted to start a YouTube channel. And for a while, I wasn't allowed to have a YouTube channel because, like, my mom didn't want my identity getting stolen. But honestly, during quarantine, nobody cared anymore. Everybody is just super apathetic during quarantine. I cannot do this small map. This is just, but you know, so my parents were like, whatever. I just remember You guys are very supportive. Why am I so garbage all of a sudden? Dang it. But yeah, you guys, y'all haven't really posted any hate comments or anything. I think one guy, oh, it's trying to reconnect me. Please reconnect. So this whole, like, there it is. Oh, that's grainy. But this whole, remote play deal with Xbox, I just started using it. I figured out how to do it the other day. I think it's sort of like one of those things that's sort of in the beta phase of it, but I don't know. Maybe it's a finished product. I'll have to look it up. But I know that I just got wrecked with an Annihilator Trench. Uh, but this has been 3 minutes and 55 seconds, and it feels like it's been 30. Because this is so dreary. I never play Battlefield Deathmatch. The last time I did was during like the Halloween event thing, a little while back, and it was like, you know, there was like barely a HUD, a limited HUD. There was, um, uh, what's it called? You couldn't tell how much ammo you had. Everything was really dark and kind of misty, like a spooky way. It was actually really cool. I enjoyed it a lot. But you know, that's just that's that was actually a really fun mode. But other than that, I never played deathmatch. Like honestly, if you're gonna play deathmatch, play Call of Duty. Because the reason I play Battlefield is for the large-scale combat with vehicles and stuff. And the reason I ever play Call of Duty, to be honest, is for small-scale, like really fast combat. And don't get me wrong, Battlefield has fast combat, but it's like a different type of fast combat. You know what I mean? So, speaking of Battlefield, I guess we've been speaking about Battlefield for this entire time. But are you guys? Oh, have you guys been tracking Battlefield 6 like I have? I've been kind of following it for a little while, just seeing what's going on with it. You know. By the way, that is like super grainy, so you probably can't tell. But this is recorded on my Xbox Series X, which, oh wow, failing to connect again, yay. This is the first try, so there's gonna be a few bugs. And my console is lagging, so that's really sad. You know, it's funny, my Wi-Fi is usually pretty good, but all of a sudden I'm streaming and it's like dookie. Uh, there we go, we're back. I gotta get out of here. This is no bueno. I need a medic. Um, somebody's charger? Oh, bro, you scared me. Can't just sneak up on me like that, bro. Okay, who got him? Alright, so after this, I'm definitely gonna play some Conquest. This is, again, this small map is gonna give me a stroke. Good grief. But, what kit does he? Oh, so I see you're a man of culture as well. Okay. Like I was saying, if you've been following Battlefield 6 and seeing what's going on with all that, I'm just gonna keep talking, no matter how many times this thing goes off. Just stay with me, guys. Come on now. But what's it called? I've been noticing that somebody like leaked supposedly the audio for the trailer, and for DICE trailers, DICE is so good at making trailers that, to be honest, the audio for a trailer is one of the best parts because they're also masterfully made. Except for some of Battlefield 5's trailers, those are garbage. But ow. But you know, somebody supposedly leaked it. And I don't know what, I was kind of excited about it being leaked, and then after I listened to it, I was like, well, that ruined it, sort of. But I hope it's fake, to be honest, because I want to be surprised by the trailer, you know, no matter how much I've heard about the game and what it's going to be about. I want to be surprised, you know, because honestly, it's one of the best parts about waiting for a game trailer reveal. Sort of like, I never really made any videos about it, but I was pretty hyped for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Because yes, I know they've made Cold War games before. Like, well, I mean, they made one, Black Ops 1. But you know what I mean. I was really hyped for it because I am really, really into history. I don't know if any of y'all have noticed that, but I am like, I love learning new things about history, about, you know, how countries get mad at each other. It's so interesting. Um, I'm very surprised I survived that. But I was actually pretty hyped for Cold War after I saw that first trailer where they had Yuri Bezmenov talking. Like, Yuri Bezmenov is literally a national treasure. So it's like, I was like, wow, Call of Duty, you guys put Yuri Yuri Bezmenov. Hey, we won and the match is over. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and vote for Ballroom Blitz for these guys, and then I'm gonna head out. But I was very glad to see they put such a historical figure. Now I know the game final product is a lot like any other Call of Duty. I actually started liking it a bit less as the updates came along. Cause sure, the maps are cool, but on the other hand, it's kind of like um, you're adding all these various skins and like elite skins. Oh yes, and I'm like, no, I'm not really into that, because I am a realist, and the realist that I am, I'm just kind of not not too hyped about all the like laser guns and stuff. It's kind of stupid to me. It's still a fun game. Don't get me wrong. I have a lot of fun, but I may stream that eventually. I may. Just I don't even know if you can comment on live streams on YouTube anyway. But if you can, conquest all maps. Thank you. But if you can comment, you just comment another game you might want to see me play. Like I got a bunch of games downloaded on my Xbox One, and I got quite a few downloaded on the Series X because I noticed games with the Series X take a lot more storage than they do on the Xbox One. Because the Xbox One, like for instance, Apex Legends. Last time I saw it, now I know it just got an update, so it could be tremendously more. But it was 90 gigs on the Series X, and then it was like 54 on the Xbox One. No, no, it just got a big update, so it's probably like way more than that. But I was kind of like, that is rough. Sort of like Cold War was like, I don't know. Last time I checked, it was 145 on the Xbox One and like 180 on the Series X. Like it is 180 on the Series X. So that's kind of it stinks. But I still have the game downloaded because I have a lot of fun playing it. Sadly, it looks like I won't be able to stream any like Xbox 360 games, like Bad Company 2 or anything like that, because the way I'm recording this, as you guys can see, I'm doing, because it keeps lagging so much. Oh my gosh, I'm doing a live stream. I don't have a PC, so that's really difficult for me to just do a live stream. And I'm so glad this map is larger now. This is the way to play Battlefield, not deathmatch. Stop. If you're playing deathmatch in Battlefield, just stop. I know I just played deathmatch, but don't. Hey, there's a LMG. It's faced the wrong way. Okay. But, yeah, I just know, like, I have quite a few games downloaded on my Xbox One that I could do streams for if you guys wanted me to. Like, we could do a stream for, like, Fallout 4 or something, I don't know. I got a few games. I haven't really finished the Fallout 4 campaign. I've played through, like, 3 New Vegas and stuff. Fallout 4 is the one that I have yet to finish fully. Although, I've seen it played because my cousin got it when it first came out, and I went to his house, and they played it. It was interesting, it was something to think about. It was food for thought. Um, but, you know, but I got a lot of games. I could stream some Apex Legends. I could just, I could do practically anything you guys wanted me to stream, you know. Um, but, Battlefield 1 is my favorite FPS game of all time. I know that's debatable, but, I mean, we can all agree that Battlefield 1 is a beautiful game. Because it truly is, it's just such a beautiful game. And like I said in a few videos, I study history a lot, so Yes, not all the combat is like 100% historical. Like the rifle I'm using would probably be very, very rare to find on a World War One battlefield. But the thing about this game, it was sort of like it's the perfect video game for it because it's like you just get to experience the overall of World War One. Like you get practically every gun used from like 1897 to 1919. It's like literally every gun made, like almost. I mean, I know there's probably quite a few that I'm missing, but you know what I mean. But you know, just Battlefield One just sort of covered all that, and like I was, you know, like you can watch like the movies and stuff. Like 1917 is a perfect example of a movie that you could probably watch, and you can compare it to this, and they're quite similar. Now, you may say, yeah, but Ethan, they use like only bolt action rifles in that movie. That's true, but the environment still feels the same. As in, like, the way the maps look, the constant bombardment of uh, mortars and such. So, yeah, I would agree when you said, yeah, but not all those weapons were used all the time in World War One. But at some point during that era, they were used, and they were nice enough to include it in the game because, to be honest, with modern games, it would be mildly boring if you could only use bolt action rifles. Like a game that I've seen pull that off is Enlisted, which I may do a live stream for in the near future. Uh, dang, I didn't see that there. But Enlisted is kind of different because it's like a simulation sort of game. Now, don't get me wrong, there's definitely a video game side to it, but it's more of like a hardcore shooter. Like this is a pretty gritty, you know, war type of vibes going on with this game. I should have just shot him to begin with. I shouldn't have bayonet charged. That was stupid. But you know, but they really couldn't have done that because it's really not Battlefield style. They just sort of do all-out warfare, all forms of it, vehicles, guns, and stuff from that era of time. And that's what's so fun about it. You know, that's what's so fun about the entire Battlefield series. Like, it always feels unique, except for Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5 is just so depressingly sad. Like, honestly, it's just so sad. It really is. You know, it's just like it's like that game. It's like, you know, I may do a live stream where I just like I survived playing Battlefield 5. Hey, that rhymes. I'm proud of myself. That rhymes, guys. No, 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 no. Okay, somebody took the flame trooper kit. I'm very sad. Hopefully, it was a friendly. Boom. I hit somebody. I hit a soldier on that one. Sorry about that, bud. Luckily, we're not in a hardcore match. Does anyone know how difficult it is to find a hardcore match in 2021? Because, like, good grief, that's grainy. I have my phone as the thing streaming all this, so, like, I look over at it every now and then, and it looks super grainy. So, I'm sorry about that. If you have any tips to just tell me how to do a really good live stream, please let me know, because honestly, I'm working with my console and my phone. That's what I got. But these live streams are sort of like just to talk, you know, because a lot of you guys have seen my videos, but none of y'all. Like, I noticed a lot of the big channels. The reason that they're so viewed is because they get to know the person who's making videos. So I just thought, you know, just my narration while I'm playing some Battlefield 1. I haven't really talked about the game very much. I've just been talking about random stuff about how good the game is and such. But, like, I haven't been talking about the match. Yeah, I'm probably about to die because of my stupidity. Wow. Good job, bro. Good job. Oh my gosh. Stop playing remotely again. But yeah, this is my favorite FPS game of all time. Because of it's just, I mean, really, honestly, after reading through history, I would think, you know, World War One is a terrible idea for a Battlefield game. Like, it's so terrible of idea because you can't really just run around. I mean, there were like shock troopers for the Germans and such who had fully automatic rifles, but they were rare. But this game sort of like caught a median between, if you liked history, you had fun playing the game. If you just like just playing games, like just shooter games, then you would have fun playing the game. It has like a really old vibe to it, which it just makes it seem so genuine. Like, it's just such a lovable game. There's really not a whole lot to complain about, you know. Like there's a campaign. It's not like the most epic campaign ever, but it's good. Like, I'm not gonna complain because Battlefield Bad Company is like the only good campaigns that they've ever pulled off, to be honest. Like, Battlefield 3 was alright, 4 was meh, 5 was an insult, and well, okay, Battlefield 5, and I may live stream me playing the campaign, but there's this campaign called the Last Tiger, which I actually played very recently because I was kind of like very hesitant to try out the campaign in Battlefield 5. The only reason that I ever downloaded Battlefield 5 at all, after the whole like feminism agenda thing, was simply because, oh wow, I destroyed that and I got killed by a medic. Anyway, but the only reason I downloaded it again was basically because I was like, okay, I'm gonna try out this War in the Pacific multiplayer because it looked really fun. And to be honest, Battlefield 5, like, sometimes you'll find a match where there's like nobody with elite skins and nobody playing as female soldiers in a combat zone, because that, okay, there's like Japanese resistance, French resistance, a few in the Russian army, not any really in the American or the British infantry. That just never happened. Nor in the German. This is the 30s we're talking about, everybody, right? This is like 40s, late 30s and 40s. This is around that era of time. So really, no, there just wasn't any women just running around on the field of battle. But basically what I'm saying is, every now and then you would see a glimpse of how good Battlefield 5 could be when everybody's like set to where they're playing with a historical uniform as a male on the battlefield. And it's like, wow, this game could have been really good. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of other problems with it besides the agenda that they pushed with it. Like, it just feels like they didn't put as much love into it as they put into this game. And, it's sort of like, it just makes you wonder, what would have happened if they wouldn't have gone with the agenda, if they would have taken some time, maybe waited an additional year or so, I don't know, with development for that game, really took some time, made an epic campaign, really good multiplayer across all of Europe, all in one game, and then like they released it, I don't know, 2019, competing with Modern Warfare. Yeah, honestly, I could definitely see how it could be like a really, really fun game. Really, like, but the thing about it is that they decided they wanted to push an agenda. And anytime you do that, no matter what, no matter what type of agenda, you don't want to alienate your audience. If they ask for a historical game, give them a historical game. Focus on realism more than avoiding racism or sexism in the game. Don't make a game political. Just give them what they ask for. That's what I like so much about Enlisted, is that it's like so so much more real than all the other World War II games. Like, think about Call of Duty World War II. That one was honestly like kind of sad. How, that's the thing about Call of Duty, they really can't do historical combat, except Cold War was one they could pull off. But you know what I mean? Because they don't excel in large scale combat. So they basically, team deathmatch is what you are playing for in Call of Duty. That's just my opinion. There's Warzone and stuff, yada yada yada. I don't really personally play Warzone. I actually had to delete it recently for storage purposes. But, I mean, really, Warzone isn't really that epic to me, you know? It's just not. And, you know, that's just my opinion. I mean, I like Warzone, you know, but it's not like, I just don't like Battle Royale. Not necessarily because it's a bad idea, but because A, it became kind of oversaturated, and B, I'm absolutely no good at it. And I shouldn't have chose this loadout to start in this game, but you know what, it'll be okay. Until I get sniped. But I could probably make a whole video on this. But, you know, if you're gonna make a Call of Duty, stick to smaller scale combat. Don't try like World War II or World War One, because you're really not gonna be able to represent it well unless you redo your game. And Call of Duty needs to stick with small scale combat because that's what they're good with. That's what they're really good at. And Battlefield needs to stick with this because that's what they're really good at. I like Battlefield better, but Call of Duty has its place. Like, I play it every now and then, you know. I made a lot of videos about it. But, you know, it's just one of those things. Kind of like, I never really get too excited playing Call of Duty when they try to represent a piece of history. Now, the campaigns are great. Campaigns, like, Call of Duty, like, excels every time. Almost every time. Like, in 2016, I played a little bit of Infinite Warfare. It was alright. But Battlefield 1 took the cake on campaigns. 2008, Call of Duty took the cake. Battlefield Bad Company could not compete with World at War. 2010, Call of Duty still took the cake. Even though Bad Company 2 was really fun, really genuine, got a pretty fun campaign. You know, it's not like the best ever, but it's kind of like, you know, that was fun. That was worth playthrough. You know, I enjoyed that. You know, because it actually has memorable characters. Couldn't really name you a character from Battlefield 4 or Battlefield 3. But Battlefield Bad Company 2, there's Haggard and Sweetwater and what just happened. And Sarge. You know, there's just these different characters that you legitimately can remember. And, you know, whereas, like, Battlefield 4, I don't know. I actually played a mission in the Battlefield 4 campaign the other day, and I legit do not know the names of any of these characters. I kind of feel bad, because I don't, but it's like, it's just not as memorable, you know? Multiplayer for Battlefield 4 is dope. Like, I might do a live stream on that next. Sort of like the hype train for Battlefield 6, you know, streams. I might even stream me playing like the World at War campaign, Call of Duty World at War, because that's actually one of my favorites. Because it was what Call of Duty World War II should have been. Was the game that came out before it. You know, I just think it's mildly interesting. Wait, let's see if we can spot an Easter egg here. Aha! Wait, no, let me just back it up for you guys. I actually watched this on a Easter egg video, but if you look here on the tires, it says skid, which actually sold tires around this period of time that actually said skid, but we're actually losing this match, so I can't really zoom in on that for a while. But you know, now you know, so that's cool. I will take down this tank myself. Boom. Oh wow, that's very sad. Oh crap. He found me. This is no bueno. But you know, I gotta get away from this machine gun fire. As far as FPS games go, the ones that I like the most, let's see, there's Battlefield 1 is my all-time favorite, right? And I'm sure you guys know that by now. Because it's the one I made the most videos for, it's the one that I speak most highly of. It's just an all-around fantastic game. Actually, my buddies, they actually kind of get upset with me sometimes, like, I'm oversaturating it, you know, I'm kind of like, they're like, oh yeah, what's a game I should download off of Game Pass? I'm like, Battlefield 1, every time, just do it. Literally, it is $2.99 at GameStop, I cannot believe it. Like, it is legit $2.99. Such a good game. It's almost insulting that it's $2.99. But at the same time, that means it's available for more people to enjoy it. You know. So I mean, you get that experience out of Battlefield 1 that you just cannot get anywhere else. I have yet to see anything really that can capture what you get out of this game. And I think that's a good thing. I think this game should be a one-hit thing. Like, I don't think they should try to make a sequel to it. Like, as you can see, it actually looks pretty good, you know, on the Series X. It looks like a pretty solid. Oh my gosh, my buddy just got sniped. Dang it. Nope. No. But like I was saying, you don't. This game is just something that everybody should cherish. I know I'm sounding like really cheesy about it, but it was like, this game truly makes me happy, you know. And this is one of the few games I have that my dad was kind of like enthusiastic about, because a lot of the games I have he's just kind of like, okay. But this one, you know, my dad's a history buff. My dad knows a lot more about history than I do. Like, people say I know quite a bit about history. My brother knows an incredible amount about history. My dad knows like an insane amount about history. Like, you could ask him about any era of time, and he could tell you. So, whenever I told him about this game, he said it sounded really interesting, because, you know, basically his take on video games was Call of Duty was the most popular, and all they made was futuristic games, like fantasy, you know, like legit fantasy. I know this is fantasy because you weren't there in World War One. Characters didn't perform these exact actions in World War One, but, you know, you get to be a part of stuff you wouldn't have experienced. Like, I wouldn't be able to go here in real life. I mean, I hope I can someday, to this exact place on Earth, because I plan on being a film director. Maybe I can film a movie over here or something. But you know, it's just one of those things. You don't really just make another game like this. But I'm gonna quit talking about Battlefield 1 forever, and I missed that shot so bad. That was really depressing. But, you know, so I'm playing on Sinai Desert. Is a really good map. I mean, like, the reason I like Sinai Desert is because, okay, so I know Levolution. I just recently found out what the term actually means. Levolution is when a map has this type of deal going on for it, where I was going to try to jump off and deploy a parachute, but I think that was a bit too low for me to do that. Anyway, is where there's like weather events going on around you in the game, and it can make you have certain different experiences while you're playing. So for me, what I'm getting out of that is that you know, it's kind of, watch this, boot. Anyway, I wonder if he was AFK or was he just really focused. Anyway, but you know, so Levolution apparently is like whenever the weather around you affects your gameplay. Like if there's like a giant storm and it makes your bullets curve in the wind. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. Well, that's when there's sandstorms. So honestly, I'm thinking technically, is this the only map in Battlefield 1 that has Levolution? Like, you know, please tell me somehow, comments or whatever. Because honestly, don't know. Because I don't know exactly what Levolution is. I know Battlefield 4 had it, you know. Some maps that had like waves and hurricanes and such. And I'm really hyped for Battlefield 6 because I hear it's going to have some stuff. I really hope they don't screw it up like they did with Battlefield 5. Because that would make me very sad. I would be a very sad person if they did that. We're getting beat at this match and I'm not happy about it. I have a gun though. Guns are very sufficient for problem solving in this game. Are you gonna get on that horse? Bro, you're getting on that horse. Gotta hop on that horse. Alright, let's go. I have the car now. It's mine. Oh no. No, 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 no. Is that somebody bayonet charging? Wow. I prefer playing in first person in whatever way I can because I play games for fun. I don't necessarily play them and be like really good at it, you know. But I just that's the whole reason I play games. I'm like a very casual gamer, not like a pro. If you saw my stats, I'm sure there's somebody out there who would scoff at them. But I just have a good time, you know. Uh, it's just it's just fun to do that, playing games. Because I actually didn't play a single video game till I was like 6. I got an Xbox 360. Now the deal was is that my parents, my mom wasn't a big fan of video games, but the reason she allowed us to get one is because she thought we would save up for it. It would take us a while and be a learning experience, right? I mean, that's really epic parenting move there. Just like, okay, you can have an Xbox 360. We'll allow you to buy one, but you get to pay for it yourself. Now, well, okay, we didn't pay for it fully ourselves. Credit where credit's due. They actually paid for half of it because, okay, if I'd have taken that shot a bit sooner, if I was a bit more concentrated, I probably got him. Anyway, but I think I'm gonna play as a different class. I'm gonna try the medic. Uh, but as far as that goes, it was actually the thing she forgot is that it was around Christmas time. Then she had a mixture of like happiness and kind of like, oh, that was quick. Whenever we saved up for it in like 2 weeks, because we had to save up $75, which was a lot when you're a little kid. You know, it's like, oh no, because they were gonna get us the Xbox 360E, which was like the lower grade version. I actually still had it. I sold it like 3 weeks ago. Actually, sadly, I feel bad about it now because I sold it. It was my first console, but I still had it for a long time. But honestly, the cross console compatibility is so good that it's kind of like, I mean, I didn't really have any reason to keep it. I also had my original Xbox in there too. I bought one. I bought that later. That was like the last console I bought besides the Series X. But I cannot hit that horse. I'm gonna leave him alone. Okay, never mind. I'm not leaving him alone. Yeah, he got me. I kind of expected that. I don't know why. He still had 100 health. Anyway, but we saved up for that console in like legit 2 weeks because we were getting Christmas cards rolling in. And we're like, Mom and Dad, we're ready to get our Xbox, you know. So we ordered it online, and what's it called? It finally came in the mail. Dude, I kid you not. I was like, again, I was 6. I was like jumping up and down. I was so happy because my cousins had one, you know. We would go over to their house and we'd play like Lego Star Wars 3, dude. Like that was like the best game ever at the time. That was like, bruh. I think I actually still have the game purchased. I could probably download it and do a live stream where I just play it. Uh, for some reason, it stopped playing remotely, but my mic is still here. It'll start back soon, hopefully. Yep, there it is. Um, but you know, what's it called? Uh, with that though, the first game we actually got, we went to GameStop. Me and my brother saved up a bit more than 175. We saved like, I think it was like 100. No, it was a bit more than 75. It was like 120, right? Like, yeah, we were rolling in the dough. We had 120 bucks. It's funny to think that nowadays there's no way you could get a decently new console. Like, we actually got it. I think it was like, I want to say it was like 2000. It was late 2012. Yeah. So, as you guys can see, no, I'm not a legal adult. I'm not very old. I don't have an incredible amount of experience on this wonderful earth yet. Um, but at the time, I was like 6, you know, late 2012. So I actually didn't know the Xbox One had been recently announced because I didn't follow video games. But you know, we saved up for that thing really quick. We got it, and we got Madden 13. Really new at the time. Honestly, I still really like Madden 13. I can't play it anymore because it's one of the games that isn't available in the Series X. Oh no! Yeah, that's called me not being aware and being stupid. Alright. But we got Madden 13, right? And later that Christmas, when Christmas actually came, we were getting Christmas cards early. Then when Christmas actually came along, We got Lego Star Wars 3, Madden 11 because it had Drew Brees in the front, and our favorite team is the Saints, so we got a game where the Saints were the best team in the game. Pretty cool. Uh, you know, if my aunt happens to be watching this, thank you very much for getting us that. That is still a memory within my childhood. But, and then after that, it was like, we got those games, and then we just kind of built our collection from there. But we had very strict rules. So like, my mom would only let us play for a certain amount of time, and we couldn't play anything above rated E10. So, and I'm not against that, seeing I was like 6, but like honestly, when you're like 12, that sounds kind of like why, but when I was 6, I'm like, again, that was a good parenting move. My parents, I love them. They were just doing what they were just doing what they were supposed to do. But I always kind of feel like, what if I could have got some of these games when they were new? I'm gonna come revive my buddy over here. Don't worry, bud. You're back. Good job. You got any ammo? Okay. Can I revive him again? Let's pick up this kit. Give me the kit. Anyway, but we just expanded our game collection, so we weren't gamers. We were just like, I wasn't a gamer. I just kind of like play games for fun, and I still do. Like, I would never see me having it as a profession. I appreciate people who do, because it's really fun to watch how incredibly good they are at games. I have some friends actually who are like into esports and stuff, but it's just never been my thing. I may not look it, but I do like the outdoors quite a bit. I play football and such. So, never really been a massive gamer, but I do like playing video games. Like, as you can see, this is the end of the day. I wasn't like streaming this morning. I was streaming later when my day was kind of wrapping up. But you know what I mean. I just really enjoy just playing games for fun. At the time, we didn't really expand our collection, but the thing is that it wasn't until like 2017 that I picked up an Xbox One, and we were allowed to play like T14 games. So sadly enough, it wasn't until like early 2020 that I first got to play like an info mature game like Battlefield 1. And honestly, I do wish that I could have had the game in 2016 whenever it released, because I remember I was in like 5th grade at the time, and it looked so like blood pumpingly fun. Like, and it is, but I got it later, and I was like so hyped whenever I finally got it, because my dad agreed to let us get it because it was historical, and it was a game that they approved. They watched some gameplay, and they were just doing what they felt like was best. And honestly, I'm gonna really miss that when somebody can tell me, okay, don't eat that, don't do this, because when I get out of the house, that's gonna kind of stink. If I'm like, should I eat this? And then I'm like fat. No, you know what I mean. But I mean, hopefully that doesn't happen. But it's sort of an analogy. But we finally got this game, and the first time I actually played it, I was on Fate Fortress, and I was used to playing Star Wars Battlefront and Star Wars Battlefront 2, maybe some. Oh yeah, I played Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare. You know I did. I made a few videos on it actually, but it was just one of those things. The first time I ever played this game, and it was like so exciting. I was like, wow, like I've heard so many great things about this game, and then here I am playing it. I mean, literally, it was an experience like that at the time. This was a really big deal, and here I am with like all the Battlefields. But literally all of them that are available on Xbox, I have them in my possession. But it was just kind of like a very special moment for me. And my dad was there, and he really enjoyed this game. I never forget. It was like field guns is what they're called. But you see them on the maps. Anyway, see them on the maps. The ones that you like load the massive shell into. Well, my dad came in here and he watched me play it for a bit, this game. And he saw me with the field gun. He looked kind of unimpressed because he thought it was just going to let me like hold down the reload button, and it was going to like circle a little loading thing in the middle, and then it was going to say reloaded. And then he saw that animation, and he was like, wow, this is like a really detailed game. I'm like, yeah, it is. But So now I'm kind of like, I play practically anything that sounds interesting to me. Sometimes I download games just to try them out, maybe for like 10 minutes, and then I delete them later, you know? But, like, this is one that I will always keep. Like, literally, this is like a game I'm going to show my kids. Like, I personally will be showing my kids this game. I'll be like, hey, you want to play an epic game, you play this one. I've always wondered, like, will these graphics be, like, super lame in the future? Or will they be still pretty good? Because, like, this looks very real. Like, this whole game looks very realistic. I mean, I think it does. I mean, maybe in the future graphics will be, like, so good. But I'm wondering, can they get much better than they already are? Like, where, like, I can literally see, like, the glint from the sun on my rifle. And there's, like, very realistic movement. I'm playing this at a pretty high FPS rate. Honestly, can't remember. I haven't checked it. Like I said, I'm a casual guy. I'm not really gonna check it so much, but I got the Series X because I just really wanted to be able to play my games at a decently high, a very high graphic spectrum. But no, I'm not a PC player because I'm just such a casual guy. PCs kind of seem complicated for some reason. I don't know. It's like almost like I'm scared of it. Like, it's just so complicated. It's a PC, you know. And I'm gonna go revive my buddy over here. Don't worry, you're going home. Let me get you out of here. Boop. Let's go. Really don't want to die. That wouldn't be fun. But it takes a first aid, bud. There you go. Oh, I didn't mean to take it. Oh, there it is. It's still there. Okay, good. Let me just ping this sniper real quick. There he is. But you know, I'm just such a casual guy on gaming anyway. Like, it's not something that is super important to me. You know what I mean? It's like more something that I play for fun every now and then and such. But it's not like I'm gonna be like playing all the time, getting like really cracked in every game. This is one that I'm pretty good at. I mean, I don't know, maybe you're watching this, you're like, what a noob. But I'm just like, I think I'm pretty good at it, you know? I'm at a decently high level, I feel confident about this game. Sorry, buddy, I'm in your way. Don't mean to be. Hang on. Bro, I need your support over here. Don't just leave. I didn't mean to get in your way, dang. Oh, crap. I thought I was gonna hit the wall for a second. And I got so scared. I was gonna have like an anti-tank grenade just up in here. Probably should have used that on this vehicle. But yeah. Like, I mean, I can make an entire video about this too. But you know, the reason I just play console because, again, PCs seem a bit more complicated. I know they can pull higher graphics than this, but this is honestly just really easy and simple for me. And I know at this point, consoles are a lot like PCs anyway. I know PCs have a higher amount of games you can play. And I know Xboxes specifically don't have an excessive amount of exclusives. But it's what I've played on, always played on, you know. It's what I have fun playing. And that's just my take on that. I mean, I probably could try out playing on a PC, but I have no money. I got money for this out of just some weird way. I actually prayed about it. I was like, God, I know I don't need it, but if you could help me out with saving the money for this. You know, it's funny, I prayed about it, and it was like, I don't know, I said by February, you know, because the game released in December. I said, God, would you help me to get this console by February? February came along, I was a little bit discouraged, and then all my birthday cards and stuff started coming in, and, no, it wasn't February that I actually got it. I said by February, I got it, so January 5th was my birthday, and then I had my birthday party that Saturday. I can't remember when. And I know, well, I mean, it was sort of a party. I just kind of hung out. My little brother was actually born on my birthday. It's a long story. Uh, but he just sort of, you know, all the relatives got to hang around with him because he's young. He's a baby. He's really just cool, I guess. And I just kind of was like, you know, thank you all for coming. You know. I don't know why. I always feel kind of awkward at my own birthday. At other people's birthdays, man, I am a party animal. I try to be anyway. But, you know, at my own birthday, I'm always like, hey, you know. But, yeah, I just always kind of feel like crowded for some reason. I guess that's a good thing, because I like, people are my favorite part about life, is meeting new people and hearing new stories. Uh, but I know, like, on that day, I had been saving for a bit. I had like 200, I think, saved up, and I ended up getting a lot that day. And, you know, still, to this day, Series X's are really hard to find. You can't really get one at Walmart. There's none at GameStop or Game Exchange. There's a few on eBay, but they're like 800 bucks. So yeah, they're like really hard to find. And I'm gonna go save my buddy over here. Okay, he got him. Thank you. But you know, I just uh, I was like, wow. You know, I was like, thank you, God. You know, because he helped me to get that. Because honestly, I've never gotten that much ever. Christmas and birthday put together, never gotten that much in a year. Like, usually I get like, you know, a little bit, but I was like, wow. So I actually have to save up for one. And, you know, that was really cool. I would never do that. I'm not trying to flex or anything, but I would never have been able to do that normally, under normal circumstances. No way. And then there just happened to be one in stock, because me and my brother were like, we're going to find this thing. We're going to search to the ends of the earth. We're going to find one in the store right now. We're not ordering it online, because that would cost too much money. But I'm about to wrap this stream up. But yeah, there was actually one really close to us that just happened to have one in stock, because somebody dropped it off 2 hours before, because they got it as a prize, but it was sent to them by accident, and they returned it because they were so honest. But yeah, that was really exciting. So, you know, I'm not just like crawling in riches. I just happened to get this. I was blessed with the Series X. So, you know, it sounds like a documentary name. Anyway, but thank you guys so much for joining the stream. I hope you enjoyed watching, and hope you enjoyed just being able to be here. You know, I would usually be a lot more excited and loud and bombastic while playing a video game, but it is late at night and everybody's asleep, so I'm kind of like really quiet, you know, because I don't have my own house. Again, I'm not, you know, I'm preparing for college and stuff. Believe it or not, I'm actually hoping, you know, I make the videos for fun, but if I did make any money from the videos, I wouldn't use it for my own purposes. I mean, I would, but I mean, like, I wouldn't use it for, like, going and buying, like, you know, special stuff. I wouldn't, like, buy anything specific with it. I'd probably just put it in a college fund, honestly, because that would be the most useful for me. But yeah, if you guys see any of these games here, these are the ones downloaded on my Xbox Series X. Yeah, stop playing remotely. But if you saw any of those that looked interesting, please comment on one of my next videos for one that you want to see me live stream. I play Battlefront 2 a lot. I'm kind of not very good at Rainbow Six Siege. I have Hardline. Cold War I'm pretty good at. I can be good at Rainbow Six Siege. For Honor is really fun. Titanfall 2 I'm really good at. Madden 21 I'm not good at all. Like, I'm garbage at Madden 21. I just have that because I play with my dad. Star Wars Squadrons I recently downloaded. So on and so forth. I don't think you can live stream Xbox 360 games. I have 2 pirate strategy games. This one, I will make a video about this. Literally greatest strategy game ever. But I really do have to wrap this up. So thank you guys so much for watching. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next video. I'm going to be doing these streams a bit more frequently. But I'm still doing my daily upload. But